wami ngi-ansiwe Ndabula intombi yamakhwane ndingumamkhwane usigasa mwelase usimonambi esabona imihlambi sayililela intombi yamakhwane. I'm not riding alone ndihamba noqamba lihlamlweni.
Yes, ndimlo umamzana okhwala uncuthu umlanjana so there's unkuma ndimlo indlela kapolitiki
Wow, guys, this is celebrate a heritage in style. Betunana, I'm sure you dress code iyazikhaza.
Yes.
Uba sikesininiki uba singoba kabani sizalwa ngobani. Uzilibele
nizalwa ngobani na.
Asizilibelanga ke thina bandase kalok. Guys, we've missed you so much. Oh my god, it's been forever.
Guys, we took a production break and it was actually very heartwarming to have you guys Nisimbuzuba, guys, Pini, Tule, and we're sorry for not communicating.
But we tried our best
to put on our social media platforms about we're going on a production break. And guys, thank you for the love and the support.
Thank you so much. The support has been so amazing, even though we're not shooting any videos, but you know, the commentary from the previous videos, you know, subscribers were going up. So we thank you so much, guys. If you're new on the channel, thank you so much for your support. And if you've been here with us and riding with us and you're part of the family, thank you again to you as well. Thank you, guys. And please continue to subscribe, continue to like and watch the videos, and also comment. We enjoy when you comment and tell us what you think about izinto that we talk about on the platform. Of course, if it were up to us, we would speak ngesiXhosa. You know, our own language.
Yeah,
but of course,
we
are in a platform where we have to accommodate everyone, so that we can all, you know, we live in South Africa, such a diverse, rich country of different cultures and different languages. So of course it's like to communicate, where we all say, okay, let this be the language that we can all understand and communicate. So we can't do otherwise.
No,
we can't do otherwise. But thank you so much. So let's get right into it. We are starting off again with our Women Crush Wednesday. Okay, you go first.
Well, my Woman Crush Wednesday is Umama Utsena Mhlophe. She is an apartheid activist and she is an amazing storyteller. Guys, Umama Utsena entered a male-dominated industry because back then, storytelling, there weren't any women. And the thing that I love about her is that when she had this platform, she made it a point that she told her stories in our languages. She made sure, Bana, now that I have this platform, I'm gonna tell stories of Black people. But then, I don't know, I mean, she gave it to the world in a way. I don't know how to put it.
You're so passionate.
The words escape me, guys.
Oh, that is so wonderful. I know I'm growing up listening to Umama Utsena
on the radio.
It
was amazing.
Yeah. Because today it's Heritage Month, before I dive in, I just don't want to miss this point that we in an age where we try to encourage the youth and young children to read, to read and read and read. But if we're talking culturally and heritagely, we're talking about Black people. Black people never actually read.
No.
But they would tell stories. They would tell, they would share knowledge and pass down knowledge by what? By telling those stories, like storytelling. So I think that is part of our heritage as Black people. Yes. Crush Wednesday is none other than Uthandiswa Mazwai. She's a South African musician. She's also the lead vocalist for Ibonga Muffin and songwriter. Her solo album in 2004 went double platinum. Wow. She's also won so many other awards, such as the South African Music Awards, and she's also won the Female Cora Award. I mean, she's been so amazing. Wow. And she tells her story. She's another one that is just telling her African stories through music.
Yes.
She sang songs such as Zabalaza, Nizilibeluba Nizalwa
Ngobani. My favorite by Uthandiswa is Abenguni. You know, guys, I love that she sings umculo wakhe ngesiXhosa and she embraces umuntu bakhe.
She's from the Eastern Cape as well. She's from the East. So those are Women Crush Wednesdays, guys. As we celebrate Heritage Month, I think those two represented this heritage beautifully. So right now we'll dive into our conversation, starting off what is heritage? Why do we celebrate Heritage Day month in South Africa?
Well, firstly, for me, growing up, I never really understood what heritage was. For me, Heritage Month and Heritage Day was just another day where we just got dressed up in imibhaco yethu sithokoze and just go to school. That was it. But then growing up, I then got a better understanding. Actually, Heritage Month, and in South Africa, we are culturally rich, you guys. We've got so many cultures. We've got like 11 official languages.
Yes, so much diversity.
So there's so much diversity. So for me, this whole Heritage Month is coming together and actually teaching one another about these cultures and actually just passing down, teaching one another about amasiko wethu nezithethe zethu.
Absolutely.
I think that's what Heritage Month is about.
Absolutely. And I think growing up, as you say, that you knew that Heritage Day was just a day where you get dressed up in your African clothing and everything like that. But you know what? The sad thing about me is that I never really experienced Heritage Month or Heritage Day at school. I went to, I don't want to be rude about it, but like I went to the Model C kind of schools where I don't think that was so much encouraged, because I don't remember even one day where I dressed up as a little girl and saying, now I'm going to represent my culture and, between many other cultures. So I don't know if that was a fault somewhere there, but actually for
Definitely that was a fault.
For me, I never experienced that growing up. I actually started to learn about it as I grew up and became older, and I went to, I think, high school. That's when I started to experience it in high school, where I was like, okay, what is this Heritage Day thing where we have to now dress up because I know now so that's when I started, and also I started to understand that we're not just one nation with one culture. There's so much diversity, and in South Africa, like you said, we have 11 official languages, which means 11 or more different cultures.
Exactly.
And I feel like in South Africa we should embrace that, because as a tourism student, I know that that's one of our selling points as South Africa, because a lot of other people from different countries come to South Africa
to experience
the culture, because they know that we're so diverse
and it's so unique. Like you can never find it anywhere in the world.
Mswati, Mvenda, like it's so different, and we do different things. But if you realize there's an underlying factor that we all have in common, somehow there are common things that we do as traditions. Like I know we had a conversation about Ilobola, and a lot of these cultures they practice that. So even though we're so different, but we're so alike in so many ways.
So you see what she's saying now. What I'm getting is this thing of, well, we all have that one thing in common. For me now, apart from culture, now it takes us to Africanism.
Oh yes, beautiful.
Because it just gives you the land of Yoba. In fact, it doesn't matter if you Zulu, you Xhosa, you Swati, you whatever. At the end of the day, we are all Africans. And I think that's the most important thing that we have to touch on today, is that
and I have friends in, I don't want to say this like in Africa, but like in Africa, I have a friend in Ivory Coast. She's from Ivory Coast, and she's introduced me to so many other friends of ours from West Africa and so on and so on. And I realized that Black people in South Africa, like we just said, different cultures, but somehow we are common, we are one, that Africanism. We also have other practices that they also do, that we also do.
Exactly.
So, sisonke, kula map yase Africa, we are one people. Because we do a lot of things the same way.
Exactly.
Which means ikhona ingcambu apho sisuka kuyo sonke.
Which is Africanism. We
Yeah.
always try to move away from this thing of, but in fact, we are all Africans. We always try to find a way to make it seem like this tribe is better than the other, and there's no such thing.
It's very stupid not to recognize the fact that we are so rich in diversity and we are so lucky to have that experience.
We're very lucky.
We are very, very, very lucky. But in Lela, that we try to separate each other and try to say, look, I know that there's been like this huge war between AbeZulu and AbeXhosa.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That
And
has
I
been
don't,
going on.
for decades and decades.
They even go as far as calling us Xhosa, and we Xhosa people go as far as calling Umzulu Inzule, and
You
that
see,
is wrong.
that is derogatory terms that shouldn't take place, shouldn't be said
Guys.
to begin with. And so I don't know about what sizi qhalanisa man,
It's
sizi
tribalism.
separate. Like that shouldn't be that way. We should celebrate. And I think today, I think actually when I went online and I tried to check where does this thing come from, it actually comes from, if I stand to be corrected, of course, but what I picked up when I was researching is that it comes from Ushaka Zulu, where Zulu people picked out a special day to celebrate the memories and the legacy that Shaka Zulu left behind. And so they wanted to contest it to become a national day. So because now we are so rich in diversity, we couldn't all celebrate Shaka Zulu because we are Xhosas, there's Swatis, there's vendors that don't know that history or have no significant kind of like
Exactly.
association to that to that heritage Yashiwa Shaka Zulu.
Yes.
So then they came to a compromise that, you know what, okay, fine. How about we have a special day where we all just celebrate our uniqueness and our different cultures and actually teach one another. So I think that's why we have Heritage Day or Heritage Month, is to teach one another that, okay, you Zulu, I'm Xhosa, but listen, we are one. This is how we do things. This is how, you know what I mean? And also not to step on each other's toes. We teach each other what is not acceptable in one another's cultures.
Exactly.
So that we're able to respect each other pretty much.
Something that said, actually, Heritage Day is also seen as a National Bride Day, which actually kind of unnerved me in a way. Because I'm like, for me, as Xhosa, there's nothing really African
About that.
about Heritage Day being associated with this whole bride thing. I don't believe it's culturally a Xhosa thing, you know?
Or neither a Zulu or a Venda or any
Exactly.
other nation. But like what you said, I didn't see what you're talking about, but I can see where you're coming from with that. Like, I also don't appreciate them trying to enforce another cultural practice that is being done by another group of people. You get what I'm saying?
It's like they're imposing their things on us.
Yes, because that is done particularly, I think, by Afrikaner people. It's like a cultural thing where they do a braai and all of that, but that has nothing to do with other cultures. So when they're trying to put a blanket, calling it a National Braai Day, when it's Heritage Day, where we're supposed to celebrate uniqueness.
Heritage.
So not to put one blanket over the whole thing. So why celebrate Heritage Day if you're going to put a blanket over it?
Because National Bride Day.
Exactly, because we do different things. It's not National Bride Day. It's a day where Xhosa people bazobheka imivubo, imingqusho, ulusu, exactly, where abanye ezinye different cultures, they prepare their traditional foods as well. So that
worms.
exactly. So if you're gonna say it's National Bride Day, what is that?
We
We do different dishes as different cultures to celebrate that day or this month, but I think it's something that should be celebrated every day, like any other day that we celebrate as a national day.
Exactly.
It should be just an everyday thing, because I feel like we spoke about in our Lobola video, talking about how we as Black people are starting to lose our way, or we have
lost our way.
We've lost our way, actually.
We've lost our way.
So we're losing our traditions little by little, and I think that this Heritage Day or Heritage Month is a reminder of that. Teach each other, teach one another, and all of that, so that sihlale rooted. You understand?
And
so
who
I
we
think
are.
so I I think it's something that should be celebrated each and every. In fact, every time kuba kumntana in the family, they should be taught their traditions, their rituals, their everything. Cultural, so that they know baba imvelaphi yabo
exactly. And we need to move away from the European and Western ways and come back to our ways.
Yeah, because
as African people, but Tina as abantu singobani is zitini. Guys, stop this nonsense of believing people that are telling you African customs are demons or it's satanic stuff. That is
What?
It's a word that I can't say.
I think I know what you're gonna say. But let's try to imagine if the whole wide world was one culture, one religion, one people. How dull and boring would that be?
Yeah.
So let's not try and see Nancy Gaman. Let's not try and be one people. Let's not try and do one thing. Sonke. Let us embrace our uniqueness. Exactly. Let us embrace our traditions, our cultures, and teach and respect nezabanye ke ngoku. Let us not try to dominate abanye abantu to try and succumb to our way of life or their way of life. Let's all live our lives ngendlela zethu, traditionally ngendlela and live in peace with each other and respect one another. And I feel like that is not being done, especially with what just happened a few weeks ago. Was it a few weeks ago or last week? Yeah, with the click situation, where I feel like South Africa, as beautifully diverse it is, it doesn't embrace that. It doesn't embrace that. It doesn't respect that. It doesn't see that as a win. You know what I mean? Many other cultures and many other people across the world, they come to South Africa for one of those reasons, where they want to experience this diversity and learn about our cultures and everything. So if sikwekwana kwasodo in one country where I think that you're better than me because my hair is so and so, whereas my hair is a mark of my people and my way of life. You get what I'm saying? But also not to say that if when you choose a different style that I am better than you. I hope you're following me.
Guys, can I just mention what Clicks did? That was very rude and disrespectful. Because I feel like what you choose to do with your hair doesn't define who you are. And just because I'm wearing a wig does not make me less African. Absolutely. It does not mean that I dread having my own hair. It's a preference.
It's just a preference.
It's not I'm saying I'm looking down upon my hair or my people's hair. No.
I feel like you know, when you say that it's a preference, I think 90% of my time I wear wigs. Why do I wear wigs? I wear wigs because my hair is so delicate. I understand that a lot of other people from different races and cultures, they believe that black hair is rough, it's still hair, what. But to tell you the truth, it's so delicate and soft and so fragile. It's like a small baby that needs to be taken care of every second. And I don't have the time. I'm a student, I have chit-chat, I have modeling, I have so many other things going on in my life. I cannot be 24/7. Every night I have to plait my hair, every morning I have to do this, every hair I have to put that.
Taking care of an afro is like a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. Our hair is so delicate and so soft and like so fragile. It needs 24/7 care round the clock. And I don't have the time.
Weaves are convenient.
Weaves are convenient. It's a matter of convenience. I probably don't even like wigs. It's just convenient. I put on the wig, I take it off at night.
It's like a hat.
Exactly. You put it. Exactly. So it's not like maybe it's like
the world.
Yeah, it's a cultural complex where I feel like my hair isn't good enough. My hair is so good enough that I want to protect it. It's me protecting my hair if I have to plait it and just put on a damn wig on top of it. That's it. It's not that deep.
Clicks better come correct. Me silly.
See.
Okay, guys, on that note, note,
On that-
see no more.
On that note, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in once again. We appreciate you guys so much. The support has been so
Wonderful.
amazing and
Yeah.
wonderful. We are so great. We're gonna have a competition coming up, so you better keep on subscribing. You better keep on liking and watching and commenting, because the competition is gonna be about the show and the previous episodes. So you better keep watching.
Yes. And guys, please follow us on our social media platforms. On Instagram, we are at Chit Chat Wednesdays, and we also have a Facebook page, Chit Chat Wednesdays. And please keep on subscribing, showing us some love.
And please do follow us individually. I am Andisiwe Ndabula on all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And
for me on Twitter, I am __ Kamva _ as
Oh.
well as as well as Instagram, hey. But then on Facebook, I am Kamva Future Moeni. Yes.
thank you guys so much. Siyabulela ngenxaso yenu.
Yo.
We thank you so much.
Mine is a living.